Right folks, over there, lying down at the moment is cows, and they're in the field. See that track there? I've got to walk up that in a minute, and the cows are there. And they got calves. As long as they stay lying down and don't get spooked by me, I can get across that field. I don't know if they're friendly cows or what. But I've got to get across that field. It's not that far from them. But whether I'll be out of their view, it's possible they might not see me. I can creep across that field. There's the stile down there I've got to go through. And there could be more cows for me yet, but this is definitely one lot. Now, I'm quite used to being near cows in this field, but normally they're either further down or they're over there, and I get up past them. But it's quite a way, and you've got to go uphill. I've got a red jumper on as well. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a little bit of video, carrying on the video at the moment of this part of the walk, which is going to be called the Dratcott Sleights walk. When I get to the other side of the field, I'm going to have my packet of Cheez-Its, a chocolate bar which has a topic, and a drink of water. I mean, that's the difference I notice as the months get colder. You've got less horseflies and midges biting you. The ticks start going to sleep. You can still get bitten though. And you don't need so much water. I mean, I'll start bringing out a flask of hot water soon, and not a huge flask. I shall start bringing out a flask of hot water and a small bottle of water. That's what normally I do, and a couple of oranges. The walks in the winter aren't quite, although I say they're not as extensive. I manage to pack them in, or I get out earlier. I mean. So here we've got Dratcott Nature Reserve, Dratcott Sleights Nature Reserve. But yeah, you don't. It's quite nice for walking. You don't get too hot, and as long as you keep moving, you don't get too cold. And when it's not raining, it's beautiful, isn't it? I mean, I've still got to. I got a new raincoat, but it's a bit too. I've worn it a few times. It's not going to be that brilliant at keeping warm, but if I have scarves and see, look, cowpat, look, they've been down here not long ago, so they've decided to go up, but they've been here not long ago. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, what you do, you just put scarves and really nice thick woolly jumper underneath, because you need to be waterproof. Look at that cowpack. Oh, isn't this scary? I'm going to be so scared. Once I get to that tree, I'm going to be quiet, because there's a possibility they might hear me. It depends. You can never tell with cows if they are. And there's nowhere for me to go here, by the way, because I'm going straight across the field. The only thing is that tree. I don't even know if I could get up it or not. So basically, I've got to go past quietly in a minute. I'm not going to talk. Yeah, the cows could see me. I see them on the hill. There's a couple standing. Let me just see. This is a huge risk I'm taking, by the way. That looks like a bull, and he's standing up. It is a risk, everyone. What shall I do? The only way to do it is to go. There's cows in there. fact that he's standing up, that bull. You see, I'd have to run uphill. There'd be a point. I could still get back at the moment there. See, in the past, if they've been down there, I've gone round. Now, he's just spotted me now. He's turned his head. So I'm just going to have to zoom in to see what his face looks like. Because he looks quite a big sort of cow. Let me have a look. Yeah, they don't look like the normal friendly type. He's staring at me. It is worrying because I've actually got to go. There's one over there moving. Going for a drink. There's another one looking. It is a worry knowing whether... Oh, there's somebody coming. I won't be alone. What you're going to have to do, Sheila, is keep walking. There's somebody else coming. You might have to be brave. Well, I don't know how brave you can be. But, there's two people over there. I need to get up where they are. I need to go a bit quicker. Right, I'm going to turn off. Right, there's two people I passed. I've come back on. They've got a dog with them as well. I never mentioned nothing about the cows. So I managed to get up there. I'm not far from the gate now. There's the gate right ahead of me. And the cow that was standing up sat down again. Because they're not the normal sort of cow. They're more the sort to attack, I think. They could be bullocks. And they're quite big, heavy looking creatures as well. They're very interested in me, but they might be docile. They might be docile types. They don't look too threatening, actually. But you never know, and I can't help but be wary. I mean, like I said, in the past, I would just wave my stick and say, go on, get out of the way. And I would carry on my, I wouldn't be worried by them. I'd walk amongst them. Honestly, I did. I'd walk. I used to always be wary of the sidekick of a cow. I always knew about that. But these cows are roaming all over this field. And there is a group of cows that I always keep out here. They're usually very long-haired, horny things. It doesn't look like that. These look quite young cows, these ones. There's always cows in that field. That's got a lot of historical significance, that field, I think. They don't let you go in there. But I got a feeling there are nearly always cows in this field. That's what I've noticed. But what happens in the winter, they tend to stay down further where it's warmer. And they put hay out for them. This is the first time I've seen them there, but there is a watering hole there. So, because sometimes if they are sort of close to the path, I'll walk round by the wall. I mean, some people got fear of spiders or earwigs or something, and we've all got something that and like I said, I never used to be scared. But I'll tell you what, when you've got to get over a wobbly wall with double barbed wire, and very quickly, you will. You don't forget. You don't forget. And when it's happened on 2 occasions... it is wearing. Now, I've done quite a few videos for this part of the walk, so the camera will be getting tired. So we've just done Dratcott Sleights over there, and the cows seem happy. at the moment over there. So we've done that bit. We've managed to survive that. There's some beautiful scenes from here. Now, one of my walks, which I'm not doing today because I'm heading for Blackrock, but if I just want to go straight down to Cheddar now, I would just go down there. And that's still, if you want a nice walk, a good 2-hour walk, if you don't want to rush. If you want to observe everything. It's a nice walk all the way down to Cheddar. But I'm going to do a bit of an experiment today, but I shouldn't really bother because basically there are cows about. And I might have to do a few changes of direction. There's cows in there, for example. They've all got horns. Yeah. I love this lane, walking up here. So Englishy. It's my beautiful Somerset, it says. I just love it here. That's why even though I'm doing family tree and I found many ancestors, London, Cambridge, Suffolk. Although I found a lot of that out. I was born in Somerset, see, so basically I am a Somerset girl. I was born here. I can't claim to be from Cambridge. If I'd lived there all my life, yeah, I could probably say, my great-grandmother was from Cambridgeshire. And from my great-grandmother, of course, Mary Ann Oak Brooks, who married Louis Joseph Edward Stibe in 1875 in Bury St Edmunds, Church of St Mary. From Mary Ann Oak Brooks, who I call my gatekeeper, many windows have opened back into the past from her. Lots and lots of bits and pieces have opened up and taken me on a very long journey with well-recorded people, by the way. Once you find your well-recorded person, although history writes history, don't forget, there's still a record of a type. So basically, there's a lot of history. And of course, once I linked up with the Stutvilles, which is a very rare name, and I don't think you'll find a Stuttville in England, I don't know. Wait till the next census comes out in a couple of years and we'll see if there's any. Some might have come back there. They went to America, the last lot of ours. But there will be Stutvilles from other places, I expect. Yeah, so once you find a Stuttville, then basically you can trace your tree, because there aren't many. Now I'm looking over there now. I'm looking for cows, because there's if I get in a field over there, there's normally horses in there. Not normally cows in there, right? Normally horses, ponies, and then you can go across there and then you can see where the cows are and whether you can avoid them. That's plan A. But if cow, I can see some movement, but I don't know if they're horses or ponies at the moment in the field over there. If they turn out to be cows, I should be turning back, going down the other way, because I am not going to risk it. I mean, that was bad enough just going in that field back there. Right, over and out, everyone. I'll come back on later.